Hi guys, how ya doing? Can you hear me? What's good guys? Disney Syndrome here. How ya doing my guys? Everything good? Let's go. Nice. How many are we right now? Okay, 10, let's get it. How y'all doing? Listen, I need to do today's piece. So I thought I'll do it on stream. What do you think? I should do it like before or after the feedback? What you want to see first? What's good, Jack? Jack from Studio AAA. I'm feeling honored right now. No, okay, but what you want to see? After the feedback? Okay, so you want the feedback first? Yeah, I'll do it on stream, but I just wanted to know what you wanted to see first. Because yeah, let's do the feedback first because I think it's it's actually the title, so okay. You check this. I did like a camera for my dog. She's actually sleeping right now. It's the Niebla cam. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's hop into the Discord then. Let me see. Okay, I'ma just forget about the streamer account because the dog has a better setup. She's sleeping. Okay, enough with the dog. Let's get gritty with it. Okay, let's go to Discord. Let me my mic is here. Let's get comfortable. Okay, actually this week I haven't been taking a look so much at the pieces you've all sent me, so let's just go with what we have. Let me go a bit up. Thanks, my guy. Glad you like them. You guys hear me all right? Oh, fuck. The mic is falling on me. Let's go. Okay. Let's go way up. Do you guys remember what were the triggers for? I think we did till the last stream. Do you remember? Let me go to daily ideas. I think these were the last ones, or we went till up to momentum, right? Thanks, my guy. Any advice on Swiss design? I'm actually gonna do a series like I'm not gonna tell because then motherfuckers will copy my idea, but I'll do something with that. Day six. Day six. Day six. Oh, okay, so let's do. We need to go till Kintsugi. I actually really liked that one, like as an idea. It's a really interesting concept. The Kintsugi. Actually, during the days, I try to do like some really easy concepts, like really striking, and I try to add some new interesting word that you might not know about, just to keep adding stuff, and keep learning and introducing like ideas. Let's see. I'm not hearing anything through here, so I'm gonna dis the headset. Let's go way up, way up. Oh, I like that. I like that he did like a 3D mockup for the t-shirt. I think this is from Studio Innate. They're super cool. Their work is super awesome. Let's see. Okay, this one we did so momentum. So Kintsugi must be around here. Kintsugi, momentum. Must be around here, right? There are some people that were joining to the contest. Sorry, to the challenge around here. All these momentum ones we already did last stream. Okay, here this is the first Kintsugi that I'm seeing. Okay, so really like the music concept Kintsugi. I really like music, and I remember a song by Lana Del Rey. Kintsugi, the design is simple. I could a complete sculpture divided into 3 parts. I gave it a breakage style in liquid splash. Okay, really simple. I don't want to go back again to the things that I said last stream. Like, I don't want to go too deep onto the concept thing. Like, we already discussed this like last stream. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, because I talk about a lot about don't like semantize the concept. If the concept it's about showing the scarring of things, right? Because kintsugi it's a Japanese technique of amending things like a broken ceramic or something like that. Then you fix it with gold. In that way, you show the cracks, right? So in opposite of trying to hide the fact that it was broken, you actually want to show it, right? And that actually makes it more beautiful. I think it's a really amazing concept. But here we see it is pretty literal, like it's showing the thing broken, and you can see the mending of it. So yeah, as a poster, I think it works. I think this is also for a t-shirt. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. I think the 3 times kintsugi thing, like I don't think it's adding too much like to the piece. Like I don't know so much what's the meaning of doing it like 3 times, because maybe if there were 3 busts like the busts, there were 3 and then 3 kintsugi, like it's Maybe if it were just one font, right, really stretched in the background, or a really condensed font, like really narrow and really tall, it would bear more impact, right? And just one statue, maybe. I don't see the what's the point of doing the duplication. Looks cool, but I think we could do like more impact with less, you know, like less is more. For this piece, I mean, there are pieces that do really well with the concept of repetition and patterns and stuff like that. Okay, Day 6 Demon made an alternative movie poster for this classic. This movie blew me away. I highly recommend you check it out. Okay, I haven't seen this movie. I really like the image, but again, I don't have much to go with for the concept and why she's trying to, what he or she is trying to convey. So it's quite hard. Compositionally, I like the piece. I like the different font here for the Faust, and also the movie blog. The block, the copy block, I think it's called, for the movie poster. I think that movie poster have a really specific like format they do. It's 2x3, which with the billing block, billing block. This here is called billing block, and this, like, you see this here, and it's kind of iffy and kind of weird, because usually when we see a movie poster, it's like really stretched and vertical, you know, it's the 2x3 format. So I think that would actually give it much more character of it being a movie poster, you know. But I really like it as it is. But you could try like putting in an actual cinema poster format, you know. Okay, let's see. This day 6, sorry, the juxtaposition between the dirty walls and a man covered with a cloth. It is what I wanted to show, representing the world we live in, trying to breathe in a place, asking us to cover ourselves with masks engulfed in pollutants all around. The man has to breathe and the relief that he is still alive. It's what I'm showing here. Okay. I think here, like, I can't read the text first. Like, if you're showing the poster, I don't know if like this here, the poster ends here and this background. Like, I think it's because it has more contrast than the poster itself. So my eyes are drawn to contrast, you know. So this should be the other way around. Like, the less contrast should be in the background, or make it pure white or pure black, so the piece will stand out. And again, the things that I said on the last feedback round, is that it's too literal. You know, like, he has the cloth on his face. It's not like you are trying to say that from a graphic like perspective. You are literally just showing that there is no play between the images. You know what I mean? It's too literal, which is okay, but I'm just saying the things that I said last time, right, to make you think more in terms of graphic, right? Otherwise, the piece, I think, has that problem also, that is too little contrast, I feel, and I don't get to get struck right away by the image. Maybe like if you did like a really close up image that you could see that, for example, that there is a cloth that is going like upside the nose, and you can see like a real detail, right, of the cloth getting stuck like in the nose, you would get a more visceral feel of the sensation you're trying to show, because I feel here like it's shying away from everything, right, from being conceptual, and it's actually also shying away from being really striking, you know. I don't mean like always you have to do the conceptual thing and not show the things that you want to show in an image, but if you do one thing, then go all the way and go for that maximal like impact, you know. And also the text on the back, I can't really read it, and I think it's okay that this part has the most contrast. Like, I can tell that you tried it for it to be the most striking thing, but I think it's getting muddled by everything else around it. Kintsugi. Okay, let's see here. I try to apply what I learned from yesterday's stream, making an illustration that doesn't have a direct link to the theme of the design. The Kintsugi philosophy treats the scars of the objects as something valuable, so I imagine that what would happen if we were to apply the same philosophy to the human body. Okay, here. Okay. At least I'm drawn to try to figure what this is or what he's trying to say. Like, don't hide your scars. I can't make the connection like, whoa, because I think it's too lateral. I feel like you have literal thinking and lateral thinking. Lateral it's when things are apart, but they make a connection laterally, you know. It's not literal. It's like a second way of making a connection through things that makes you go, oh, that's really cool, you know. Don't hide your scars. I guess from the cuttings of the paper, like the collage style, it makes sense, but I don't get like the prices, the tags on the things. Maybe if you don't use the Kintsugi term, because here it's like you're giving the value to the thing, but without the context, it feels like I'm taking something out of myself, I'm putting it to sell, right? Like it's giving me the contrary meaning, I think. Like I'm an object for sale and not like I'm getting worth from the things that happen to me. Do you know what I mean? But I like that you tried to do something lateral, and that's progress. That's great. That's great. Oh, this one I can't see. Hello, I was off the challenge for 3 days straight because some strict deadlines with a client, but I'm slowly getting back into it. Trigger word, post-it note, project philosophy, a stuck thought in our brain. I wanted to showcase that sometimes in our brain there is a thought that won't let go. On the previous poster, I made it, yes, that was the point. The scars are something valuable. So in a distorted world, someone could try to sell them. Oh, okay. Let's go back to it. Oh, okay. But I guess then that the Kintsugi on the top, you could try to change that word or give it another context, because the trigger can be anything. It's not like it's not that there is a wrong or right answer. You don't need to put the word Kintsugi, right? Maybe if the poster was about literally a poster, right, of come get your human scars here, whatever it is, and you sell it like it is another universe, and the trigger of the thing was Kintsugi, that's okay, right? That's what I mean. You can make anything and be well designed. What makes it well designed is the intention that you had beforehand, right? You know what I mean? Like any piece could be well. What changes is what was your intention to make it so. Because if your intention was to make it so that it's in a different universe, then maybe this Kintsugi word, like I feel like you're trying to tell me about the Kintsugi meaning, and I don't see it here. But if this was like you say, like you were trying to sell the parts, then it would make total sense. But make the poster about that, you know? Okay, hey, if we submit a poster which is pure effort and creative freestyle without being related to your work, would that work? Yeah. You can upload anything to the Discord. The thing is, for me to be able to give feedback on it, you need to write what was your intention and what was your thinking about behind the piece, right? Because you can make anything really, and it can be good. It can be like art is highly like subjective, and you can make the piece about whatever you want, and I'm no one to tell you that it's wrong or right. But if I'm saying my goal with this piece was to achieve A, B, and C, then we can come together and say, oh, I guess I feel that here maybe you could take another approach, and there we can start an exchange, right? But with no context, it's really hard. But yeah, you can upload everything you want. This is like a bonus for those who care of what I have to say. But I actually said this also on the previous stream. Like, this doesn't mean that the piece is bad, right? Maybe someone will see this and trip balls. Like, it's not like my world is final on everything. I just giving you some perspectives so you think about it design wise of what could be achieved about the piece, and also for you to see other ways of thinking about the pieces that you do, so you get more ideas, right? Because sometimes when you have total freedom, like, you get sort of blocked by the fact that you have freedom. Like, if I put certain limitations breed creativity, you know? If I tell you, you can make whatever you want, then you face the blank canvas, and it's really hard to start to feel it. But if I tell you, you can only make a poster using typography and in black and white, then the only thing you have left is to start typing and to start placing words, right? And the creativity comes much faster when you put limitations and you put restrictions into you put rules, right? So if you sort of try to put yourself into a mind frame or of seeing how you can make these things start to make sense, then your work will look so much stronger, right? For example, for me, I've noticed that my pieces, because I try to do this, I'm not freestyling as much on the pieces. Okay, I have this very simple idea. The simpler the posters became, they are working better online, right? Because the ideas need to be concise, and I need to be able to convey a really simple idea in the making of a piece that won't take me 4 hours, because I need to keep on with my day, you know? So these are just things for you to think about. I'm literally talking head on the internet, like, who the fuck cares, you know? But just something to think about. Pick them up if you feel like they make sense, and if they don't make sense to you, it's okay. You could very well be onto something just by yourself and what you're thinking. Hope that makes sense. Okay, back to the thing. Okay, this on the post-it notes, I think the concept is well. She didn't drew post-it notes by themselves, but you can see the idea. Right, of something taking up space inside her head or outside her head. Like, maybe she's thinking of something that's out of her control. There is a concept here, and it's really simple. It's just a face, the figure of a face, and some empty space. Like, those two things are super powerful. So regardless, I won't get into maybe you could resolve better, like, the typography here and here, or the placing of where you place this, like the empty squares, the empty space. I think you could distribute them a bit better, but the concept is solid. I like it. This is good. Trigger word, why so serious? Philosophy concept. Anarchy, wanted to create a geometric graphic layout and incorporate anarchy with handwritten typography to pay home to the character created by Bob Kane, Bill Finger, and Sherry Robinson. Okay, I like that you started to talk about anarchy, but then went back into the Joker theme, which is okay, but it would be like really cool to see how would you portray like anarchy in a really graphic way, because like this is still pretty literal, right? But because we already associate in our minds like anarchy with graffiti, with all these things, right? I think it's too literal. But it's okay, guys. Regardless of what I say about your poster, the fact that you are doing things so every day and showing up and doing the thing, that's the win already. Okay. Okay, here she's a bit behind. She went for Inception. Okay, Inception. Let's judge it at face value. Let's just try to say she was going for the Inception concept, right? I like it's not the movie poster. And I get like a feeling from this image. Like you get like a sensation of something. Maybe it's too ethereal or too like meditative or something like that. But very simple. It's simple, like most important thing, then this, and these little assets at the top. I like it. I like the composition, and I like that it's likely concepted work, you know. It doesn't matter that you're behind, guys. Just do the pieces every day. Okay, I took my time yesterday as a Naruto fan. I really struggled to choose how to start. In the end, I decided to portray Gaara with darkness surrounding him, showing the beginning of his ninja way. Let's see it on Instagram. Oh, I don't want to log in just now. Okay, I really like this. Like this would be a killer like movie poster for a supposed Gaara movie. Like I really like this. Like you get the him being engulfed. Yeah. I like that also the love thing. It's on his face, but it's not in the usual place. You know. I actually have a Gaara tattoo. You see there, the eye. Yeah. Amazing. And also in the eyes he has the like the Rinnegan. I also have it here. You see it? There. Yeah, also huge Naruto fan. But yeah, I love this poster. It gives a feel. Maybe the typographic arrangement like in the bottom is pretty fucked up. But I think overall the piece is good. Very good. Duel. Okay, again, not much context. Oh, I hate it when it does this. Okay, guys, we already know these kind of things, right? Like the poster is solid, the colors are good, the composition is amazing. Again, it's just a cool piece to look at. Really cool piece. I really love the texture. Cool work. The thing I feel about Brutalist poster design is that sometimes they are too literal. I feel it because it's what I like to do also, and they tend to get too literal. Like it's too hard sometimes to try to go a bit over the envelope and to push the envelope a bit on concept. But it's just how I feel. I feel like the last poster that I was able to make are really good on that aspect, but this one I really like it. But I have this thing with the Brutalist poster design style, you know. Decided to use the dual prompt. Was originally gonna go with the Naruto Sasuke battle, but that would be too classic since I've already seen a few posters on it. So decided to use two cats fighting, and if you can't already tell, the picture is AI generated, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Let me know what y'all think. It's too literal. I think like the two cats dueling. It's okay. It's yeah, I can see the duel. Like it's literally two two cats like fighting. Sometimes when using artificially generated images or using any image whatsoever, like I tend to like overly work on them, you know, like with effects and stuff to really bring my style to them. I don't know if this wasn't originally like illustration like that, or it was painted or whatever. But the grid, I feel like this indentation here, it's really disturbing to the eyes, and I don't think like it's going to your favor also. Like you should see how can you, or make the dual the entire thing and then put this text somewhere else. Maybe the text, for example, if you're talking about dual, maybe this text can be split into two and put here and here in the two sides, right? And then they are sort of competing, right, for hierarchy, and that's a graphic way you can showcase the dual, right? Like dual, it's a really binary concept, right? It's a dual between two parts usually. So having this one-sided composition that's falling to one side because you have the dual like taking up all this space here, and it's sort of off-center and asymmetrical. Like it would be crazy, like if you could see this cat winning, clearly winning, right? And then you have all the weight of the poster is on this side, then you are speaking in another like design level, you know, not just with the image but with the entire composition. Wow, this one I liked. I like the weight of the word here. I like the hierarchy levels. Okay, I just saw that this is a base, like a base, but the way the gradients are used, I think it's sort of abstract, right? So I like it. Okay. Call is mine. I reacted to a lot of his posters. My dude already know what's up. He's amazing. Just look at my face. Can you see these cars? Okay, I can see a nod here to the Joker thing. This is a way you can do the Joker, but not so on the nose, you know. Francisco, sí, papá. Después hago en Discord alguna para solo en español, o por ahí subo esta doblada. Tengo que ver cómo hago. Sorry, I had someone asking because he doesn't speak in English. But yeah, I'll do something with that. I'm thinking about it because I really want to do something for that. My native language is Spanish, but I started doing content and most of my audience right now speaks English, right? So okay, this day 7, but with day 6 prompt, I like the result. I feel like I'm improvising each day. It's super satisfying to have multiple posters ideas a day. I started to note each of them to not forget, so I'll never run out of them. Okay, lose momentum. I like that he make like the momentum and he made it like negative, like lose momentum. This gives me a bit of a desperation because I feel like he lost, like he's stranded in space, right? This is really cool. Like if the texture maybe could go I don't know, I think it's good. Maybe you could play a bit with the composition. Maybe the curvature of the earth goes up to the middle, and then he's like to give it more like weight or more striking composition. But the idea overall, and actually the poster it's amazing. I really like it. I'm just pulling your leg. Good evening, guys. I'm a bit late with my poster for yesterday and today, but I managed it. I am not that happy, but yeah, it's done. The first one describes my current life situation just by the use of typography. Okay, my guy, I wish you luck in whatever you're going through. Okay, 90%, 99% strength, 1% time to breathe. You can see that he tried to convey it with the distribution of the things within the design, so that's amazing. Stress, you get sort of stressed by looking at the poster right now, but because it's so, the words are so powerful. But yeah, this works. I like it. Oh, I look at this one and I really liked it, like visually. Some feedback on the gold poster a few up. Okay. This one, yeah, this is your right, like Bane. Love today's concept of showing off something broken with golden repair. I like emphasizing the idea of there always being a choice of repair and replace. And a choice of repair and replace. I wanted to show something being repaired in an unusual way with the main purpose of it getting restored to the point of working. I might not be pretty or very well done, but repairing something to the point of working is always better than replacing. Repairing bricks with gold might not be ideal, but if it will get it back to a functional state, it's better than being broken. I don't think, like, it looks like someone is like pouring gold, like someone is pouring gold like into a sinkhole or something like that. I don't see the repairing, like, because the word here is repair, but I don't see the repairing like in the image. I'm guessing this is Midjourney, but like the image is interesting because what is he doing, but I don't get the repair thing right off the bat. And also what you're saying, I wanted to show something being repaired in an unusual way. Okay, that's okay, with the main purpose of it getting restored to the point of working. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I might not be pretty or well done, but repairing something to the point of working is always better than replacing. Yeah, that's true. But that's also like not to do. I guess you weren't trying to, you were like Kintsugi was the trigger, but you didn't go for the concept of Kintsugi. It was just a trigger for you to do this. You wanted to talk about repair instead of replacing. I don't know. I don't get that feeling of, like it's repairing and I don't have to throw it away, because also you chose it like the floor, right? The floor is something that we step on. How many times you go down the street and there are holes in the floor, right? And you just jump across them. Like, you don't associate the floor with something like that important. I feel like that's something that needs to be pristine and you have to fix it. You know what I mean? I remember there was this poster that a graphic designer I saw a talk on, and it was a poster about silence, right? It was about silence, and the poster was a glass hammer, right? It was a glass hammer, and the poster was about silence. And when we ask why does it mean, we get some ethereal feeling or some idea that what he's trying to convey. But then he said that a glass hammer only can sound once. Once you strike once with a glass hammer, then it breaks, and then you get silence. You know what I mean? So at this point, like, I would maybe try to maybe try to show in some way like an item that's so precious that you would for sure would try to fix instead of replace, you know, because I think the picking of the floor for the subject, it's off. I don't think that is it. The image is strange because I think like he's pouring gold, like he's actually like wasting gold, right? That on itself it's powerful, but I think the concept is not there yet. It's not there yet. And then the composition, this is like the negative space between all these things. It's pretty iffy. Like it's not that tidy and that like modular. Like it feels pretty random, like all the things. But I like that you're trying, my guy. It just keep trying. You're gonna get it for sure, because you are trying. But think on those terms, like what it happens to you when you think of these things, right? I like that you tried to go for a high concept thing. I don't think this is it still. This one is from the prompt shoe. I didn't want to do something like an ad or on shoes. That would be too straightforward, so I went a little deeper. You don't have to see the whole staircase just to take the first just the first step. I blurred out the stairs to make it according to the quote. It's a little simpler, but I really like this one. Even though I was tired and I didn't even want to open Photoshop, I did something. That's amazing. On that alone, I congrats. Oh, okay, it's amazing. I thought it was AI, but it was just a comment. I wasn't like throwing you shit or anything. I use AI all the time. Okay, I'm gonna close here. You don't have to take the whole. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. I like it. I like the piece. Maybe again, guys, it's too literal. Whatever. I like that she didn't went for a shoe. You know. I don't know why I thought this was a girl, but whatever you are. You don't have. I like the just take the first step. Like you don't have to see the whole staircase, and then the way that these words are justified is like you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Like it's like stepping, you know, like the words are in sort of step with a rhythm, and that is like shoe step, you know, like there is a concept there, like it's taking steps. Then yeah, the composition it's great, but maybe too literal, showing the steps, the shoes, whatever, but I like it. Sorry guys if I'm going over. Yeah, I'll talk about AI in a bit later. If I go through your piece, my guys, like always try to see if I give a comment on another person's work, like the feedback of every feedback is useful for you. You just need to figure out how the feedback that I'm giving to someone else is useful to you, right? You don't need to be getting the feedback exactly on your piece. Like these are concepts that are fundamental and will work for everyone. So check into your own work if what I'm saying, if I don't tackle your piece specifically, see if what I'm saying also applies to you, or if it makes you think about the piece that you made or that you're gonna make, you know? I'm gonna try also to not comment on always the same people. I'm going through, for example, Senseless, I always comment on his work. I don't hide the fights that made me who I am. Okay. I'm guessing like this is Kintsugi. I like the image. I don't like the treatment of the words, like the weight of them. Also, I think that they are pulling the poster too much apart. But the image and the idea, I like it. It's pretty cool. It gives it that damaged feeling, you know, and the showcasing of maybe, I don't know, of the mouth, and she doesn't really like her mouth. I don't know, but I get a feeling of concentrating like in details and in things. Yeah, I like this one. I'm a bit late, but yeah. Nice. Let's go. This is the thing. I like this piece, but you know what I mean? Okay, inspired by Kintsugi. Okay, like this is, I like that she took something from nature and resignified it. That's really cool because lava, like I think this is lava. Lava goes over, then it freezes, or like it gets stagnant and solidifies and starts to form like the ground. And for us, lava is like a really like terrifying thing, you know, but actually like breathes so much life. Yeah, I like it. It's not so much Kintsugi concept, I think, but she said inspired by Kintsugi, like she wasn't trying to convey. I don't know why I say she or he, like I don't know, like I let myself be guided by your Instagram handle. That's sexist. So I'm canceling myself. This I like. It's too literal, but I like it. I like the image. Yep. I'm getting my throat a bit sore. Okay. Kintsugi. My poster for day 7 trigger Kintsugi. I cannot post it yet, so I'm late. I don't know why, but when I read Kintsugi, I immediately thought of the Eve from the movie V for Vendetta, maybe because of the way she tried to heal her inner scars with V, even if he kept destroying her even more. Since the Japanese practice Kintsugi uses gold to repair broken things, I decided to show the scars of her face in the same color, to demonstrate that despite the various wounds, there's always force that motivates us to move forward. Let's see. I mean, I like the poster, you know it, like the style and everything. But I feel like the scars are not jumping out of the frame enough. Like I can't really distinguish them. They need to be more striking, like more contrast, you know. Or maybe you have this here and then here you make like a super close up of showing like the scars, you know. It's also very gruesome, goes well with the style. But remember, guys, when you're doing stuff like this that shows pictures and it's really figurative, and you're really not doing word games and you're just showing something, like show something like really, I don't know what I mean, like grotesque, you know. But it needs to be, if you're showing the scars, and it's really literal for the concept of Kintsugi, right? But you want to show the scars, you need to clearly show them, right? Like it needs to be super intentional. I really like the composition, but I feel like this could do like another hierarchy level and really show the scars in a bigger fashion. But yeah, other than that, I like it. I like the piece. I felt like changing my style today for a bit and made this grunge looking creepy poster for the 3D model. I ended up putting two faces for the same person because the emotion fear and loathing are the ones that often conflict with each other. Used a vintage font to make it look like some vintage poster too. I like the play, like the emotions to show them through the 3D work. I don't get the vintage thing because doing a vintage poster is not so much about the type of fonts, like the fonts you use, of course, that adapt to that, like add up to making a vintage poster. But the texture, I don't think it's quite there yet, and there is also like a compositional issue. Like take a look at vintage poster, and they are composed in a particular way, and also the image, like it's too futuristic for a vintage poster, I feel. Yeah, and also they tend to be like pretty light, you know, like pretty on the lighter side, like these colors are not really super. And also these little icons that you used here, this iconography, too small. Like vintage posters, they don't use this super high contrast of elements, you know, like super small, super big. That's more of a brutalist thing. But I like the composition. I like the composition. I think the text could be adjusted a bit better. Overall, I like it, but you need to like tidy it a bit more, how you distribute the things, and also your type use. Here I can see you squished the type a bit. I can sense it that you squished the bit a bit, and it's also in all caps. Like when you write like paragraph, like try to write like you normally would or at least try to use a font that is not getting like squished so much and losing like that much readability. Yeah. Like this poster, if it was just black and white, I think it would work even better. Let me close these ones. Fear and Loathing. Okay. This one knows what's up. I really like this one. Really simple. It conveys a simple meaning, and it shows it like in Dark Abyss, and the big contrast between the elements for the weight of the poster. I think it's really cool. Thalassophobia, intense fear of deep water. I like it. The composition is pretty clear and it's pretty intentional, you know? What I always say, like, make it really intentional. When you try to show things that have a compositional like contrast, like make it clear, make things bigger and things really small if you want to show that what is important and what not. Super good. Hey, this is my day 8. I enjoy experimenting with videos, and in this case I choose flaneur because the meaning resonates with me. I wanted to make something simple because for me that's what this world makes me feel. This world makes me feel. Cool. Amazing. Come and see. I really like it. I really like it because it could mean like the different instances in which we look around, you know, you look at that, and it's pretty focused, but at the same time, like it conveys like a bigger picture of all the things that we notice, that we are thinking about as we go. Yeah. This concept was really also like I really liked it, and I didn't do that poster, but I'm guessing everyone does, right? But there is something that I do where, for example, when I go out and buy something to eat or maybe groceries or whatever, I take a lap and go for the long route. You know, I'll do 3-4 extra blocks just to look around and listen to music. You know. in the theme for this one was flaneur, and I wanted to convey the disorientation you can experience while roaming in a city you have never seen before. I tried to implement some text and some text and images, but it seemed to me they were taking the attention away too much from the collage. Amazing. I like this. I really like this. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I can totally see what you were trying to go for here. And I like that it's super simple, super simple and super, I just said it, like super intentional, you know? Like it's clear that he wanted to do this and he did it, and I get that I'm trying to be told something, you know? Yeah. Maybe it's too orderly for the disorientation thing, but there is something happening. I like it. Good. Guys, give me a moment. I need to go to the bathroom like really quick. I'm gonna leave you with Niebla Cam. Hi guys. There. Sorry. It's a she. She's called Niebla, which is mist. Like Spanish for mist, Niebla. Ooh, look at that. Some of my faves. Senseless is pretty cool designer, but again, I don't want to. It's not a thing about better or worse. Like that, this Hey Shosh, like the ones that I tell you are the ones that I like. They are pretty cool, you know. Like there is one today that I discovered, like this one Hitama is good. Santana Bond is good. This Collins, it's not that good or bad, that they have a more refined like taste on what they like, and they already get like design fundamentals, you know. It's not fair to compare them to the rest. Like they are in another, like on another level of their progress. Like it's like comparing the ones that are starting today like with me. Like it's, I don't like that thing of constantly trying to see who's better, who's not. Like we're doing this to try to be less bad than we were yesterday, you know. I don't want to get like too heavy on that, but that's a big point of the thing that I try to do as a designer and an artist. And even with this, like to shift a bit the focus on, oh, who's better, who do you like the most, like we're trying to do something here, you know. And I don't mean by me, I mean by all of us, you know, like we're in a process. What about Fear poster up? What you mean? One of these? Yeah, I'm just scrolling through the most of them now because there are things that I already commented on. Like these posters have issues and are cool posters in a way that I already commented on them. Abstract door. I don't see it. For sure, my guy, like you improve 1%, 1% a day. You make that shit through a span of 3 years, 2 years. You are a completely different person, you know? This one I like, but I feel like this computer should be a bit up. I like the composition. I like this, like this fear thing, like getting mixed with the image and the negative space. But I feel this could be a bit higher up to really show like this void. This flaneur is good. It's good. I like it. Wow, this poster is really cute. I like it. I don't know. It's something about like this. I feel like the poster is too. All the information is to the bottom, and I think it needs to be balanced out a bit. But I like it. The idea of the negative, of the logo at the back of the dude, with this sort of icon that showcases like an emotion of perception, something like this. Okay. Wanted to give the feeling of something mystery, nothing crazy. I get that. It's mysterious. I like it. Well done. Okay, this duel. Sorry, guys. This duel, again, I like the. You didn't need to put the word dual in it. But I can see the dual, I can see the dichotomy, I can see the duality, right? Like, this is what I told you last time, you know? Like, it's like writing dog and putting fur, like, in the word. Like, you are saying the same thing twice, you know? You're being redundant, it's what it's called in design. It's too redundant. But I like that you did that separation. That's dual. You can say that without having to put also the word in, you know? Oh, I'm a bit tired. Flaneur, Make the Time, Kintsugi, again, same problems. I like this one and I like that Kintsugi. There is like this texture, like it is like not broken, but it's like torn down. It's weird. This I like it. It's giving me these textures and also like the nature sort of pattern and the colors. It's giving me like a Japanese philosophy, something like that. I like it. And also the composition is pretty, you can see this is also pretty modern, but at the same time it's pretty vintage. Like the ratio of the things, like the hierarchies, I feel like it's pretty vintage. I don't know, it's giving me that feeling. But you see guys, stuff like this, like hourglass and again an hourglass, you know, like it says hourglass 2 times, like hourglass, and then it's not needed to put the hourglass again, you know, like, or change the word and make the poster like more lateral, you know. This one I really liked. Take inspiration from the graphic of futurism and constructivism, striving to do something similar to those times. Trigger, we all go a little mad from Psycho. Really cool. I like it. This is classic. Super cool. Like you're getting ruptured in some part of the, like your consciousness of your mind, like it's splitting. You remember, I don't know who saw, like, let me see if I can grab it real quick. Let me see if I find it. You see here. In Dragon Ball, when let me see here. Like this dude was his best friend, I don't know, and this dude like steps on his head.
It's so nice of you to help.
He steps on his head and kills him, and Gohan like loses his mind.
Just.
But look at the graphic here. Like my dude is going crazy, you know? And look at Gohan now. Here.
I can't do that. I won't watch anymore. I feel it slipping.
You see that? Like that super simple gesture is what I'm getting from this poster, you know? Like it's something similar to that. There is also, if you look at movies or more precisely like animation movies, they do really well like in showcasing with real simple gestures and simple things like showing emotions. Especially anime. I really like anime because this also, like the way they draw certain characters, they convey emotion super well, and you can grab these things then for use in your work. Okay, this was hourglass, but you see how he's using the shape of the hourglass, not precisely showing the hourglass itself, and then talking about time and regrets and things that intersect, right? So it's using time and the shape just to show like a schematic or a diagram. So this one's really cool actually. This one's cool. I like it. I feel drawn to it. I feel the elements are competing a bit too much, maybe. Yeah, I like it. I feel like this phone here is not adding too much to the issue. I'm getting confused. It's also competing a lot, like the burnout with the phone, with the guy under the mattress. Like it's all in the same level of hierarchy. So, but I like it. I like it. There is something here for sure. This topic is more than personal to me, more than 1.5 years. I have been in exile, being in a new place, in a new culture. At first, everything is perceived very sharply, differences seem critical, and at some point, you are locked inside your world, your past. Yeah, this is pretty good. It's really simple, guys, but actually it's like pretty odd because the graphic is showing like the contrary, right? It's showing the contrary to the word. It's not integrating, right? Like it's anti-integration. So that creates like a jarring thing like in your mind and draws you to it. It's really simple. I'm gonna skip through these ones a bit. This one I like. What is that? What is this? This one was Flanner. Again, really cool poster. Piece is solid. See, for example, mine. In mine, I don't went really like conceptual or anything. I just thought of like one font and then another font that's this one is really cool, but it's really so sort of hard to read or something like that, and then a clear legible font. It's like it's becoming like there is a transformation, right? But just that really simple. Then I try to do like a simple cool poster to look at. Like it's not always that you need to be like pushing these things, right? But you need to be conscious about it, right? I did this because I wanted to do this and I knew what I was doing. It's not like I'm then saying, oh, I try to convey this thing and whatever, and I come up with it after the fact, like come up with the idea as you are doing it or before you do it or after you do it, whatever. But try to make it make sense like for you. It's not about lying to oneself and saying, yeah, I made this and it means all these things and it's really uncheckable, that is what you were trying to do or whatever. I need to stop saying or whatever. Like it strips me for any like credibility, But these are some forms of speech that we get from hearing other people talk or whatever. Fuck, I just did it again. No, every work means something. Everything means something, right? Everything means something. Like it can be, you can be aware of the meaning or you cannot be aware of the meaning, but everything happens for you choose to do something or talk about something in a piece for something. Like everything means something, I feel. But the point of design is to make it intentional. right? That it means the thing that you want it to mean, you know? Okay, that's fair. That's called art. That's called art, I feel. You made it for the intention of expressing whatever it is that you feel in a way that only makes sense for you. You're not making it for the other to understand. It's for you, and then the other can interpret it however he wants. Here we are doing like a mix of both, because we are trying to express ourselves, but at the same time we are trying to convey an idea, and that's the second part of the exercise, if you want to make it that, right? Because I feel like that's where the bridge is for a designer and an artist. Design is a process, and art, it's like a noun. It's something that happens, and it has like a final shape, you know? Also, I shouldn't say that art, it's also a process, but it's a different process than design. Oh, this one was really cool. I don't know what was the... Okay, no trigger. But this shape with the high contrast of the elements gives you like a jarring feeling, you know? This could be knife, for example. There was one of the days that the trigger word was knife. So this could be it. Really cool. How much in the end? Would you say that art is the same in a sense? No. Art and design are completely... They overlap, but they are different things. They are not the same thing at all. There is artistry in design, and there is design in art, for sure. For example, yeah. They have different objectives. Like, you could say art has no objective, right? But art, it's also really important for culture and for things to develop. Also for yourself. Like, art, it's one of the most important, powerful tools for you to know yourself, right? And what happens to you, I feel. But design, it's a different beast. But for sure they mix, they overlap together, for sure. I always go back to the social media example, because, for example, I make pieces about the things that I like, and then I feel like that que me interpelan, no sé cómo es en inglés, in English, that I feel like, let me check. Okay, that the things that question me, you know, that I feel like have so much to do with me, right? But at the same time, when I'm doing pieces like that, I'm thinking, how can I make this piece work for social media or for selling a poster, you know? And that's the design process, you know? That's how I make this strike, because if I want to make the piece about me and just me, I would make completely like... And I used to do this before. Like, you look at my pieces before, and they are pretty, full of things that are really competing, and it's not really catching you in any way, you know, or making you participant of the piece. There was this artist that said that, I think it was Andy Warhol, that said that art is pretty masturbatory. Yeah, it's pretty masturbatory thing, because it's just for yourself. but design is more like sex because there are two people involved, right? And one has to work for the other, and the other also has to work for order to design to take place. Claro. Trigger psychedelic experience. I like this one. I'm getting that trippy vibes, you know what I mean? The mushrooms have eyes. Sign me in. You know what I mean? Blind spot. Again, senseless. I got a little carried away with this poster and I came in a little late. I wanted to convey the idea of the captivity of the human consciousness inside the body as a limiting factor. Super love the concept. I really like the piece. Really good. I like it. This is an art piece. It's an artistic piece, I feel. I don't know. It makes me question things. I like this. It's pretty unique, but it's he tried to convey something and it ended up doing it. So it went through a design process and an artistic process. I like it. What would you say, guys? What would you say art is? Like, art is a painting. Art is what happens to me while I'm doing the painting. I'm doing the painting, or when I'm putting the stroke on the canvas. Like, when is art happening? You know, like, is a painting art, or is the painting the product of art? You know. Because let's think also, let's say I'm making an artistic the process is our own art. I feel most drawn to it when it has the intention to be art. But what do you mean? What would be the intention to be art? I feel like the variations are mediums. Like, there are different mediums to doing art. There is music, there is painting, there is tax evasion. I don't know. There are pretty, like, a lot of ways of doing art. You could say fighting, it's an art. Like cooking. There are all art forms. Yeah, for sure. Art is everywhere. So if art is everything, but isn't that design? I feel that's design. The intention and the feeling that you want the other to perceive. When you do something in the name of art, my bedroom is just my bedroom, but there are being artists where they have their bedroom in exhibits, so the arts. Okay, but that's another thing, because the exhibit, now we are talking about the artistic world, right? And now we are getting into another conversation of the art world and the art business, right? And that's not what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, art and design are like cousins. Like life. Okay. We are getting into life is art territory. I was looking for something more concise. When you put your soul into it, I'm literally living in my body. My body is art. Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what I mean. Like, I get the context of the things, you know, if you put, but the question itself, then the question itself becomes art, because the dude is trying to, right, convey some dude, the doubt that he has about the concept from itself from art. When you look it and you go to a gallery and it's a very pretty frivolous environment and people are looking at the painting, like what does it mean? What does it mean? Like, I read a really powerful book that is called Art and Fear. Then it says that art is what happens when you're sitting down to do the work. Like, that's all that process, that what happened to you there, it's what serves you as the artist. What happened there? What we are doing right now with the challenge, right? What's of use to you for your process? It's that once you finish the piece and it's from the world and the people start to look at it, whatever they have to say about it, it has no use to you and has nothing to do with your art. That's powerful, I feel, right? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, art is fuckload subjective. Yeah. I guess that's a main difference, right? Because art is subjective, but design, it's fundamentally objective, you know? Like, this was designed for this, and this has to mean this in order for the design to work, right? Yeah, for sure. But that's one of the pillars of my brand, I want to say. I like to say that I have a brand of art, let's say, because I want to push this agenda of journey, you know? Yeah. Marcel Duchamp. Yeah. Also, we have like Virgil Abloh, the dude from Off-White, that he said, like, you can design a shoe or a can or a piece, or you can design the space that it's gonna sit in, and that's also the same thing. Yeah. That's a goated phrase, really vintage, but I feel it nails it. Like, that's what art is. Let me. Camera moved on me like that. There. For sure. Let's see what the dog doing. Okay. I'm a bit exhausted, my guys. Not gonna lie right now. How much we have still to go? This one is really cool. Keep loving before it becomes a memory. Really good use of negative space. These days I don't need to look up the prompts. The challenge really boosted my creativity. This time it comes with a simple poster, but with a really strong idea to support it. I hope you liked it. Okay. Keep loving before it becomes a memory. Pretty powerful. I feel it's pretty self-explanatory Well done. Cut. Looking forward at the beauty to forget the pain in the back. Life cuts deep. Used artificial intelligence to bring this idea to life. Wanted to do something simple so you could focus on the subject rather than the design of the poster. So I went with the Museum of Modern Art. Okay, so my guy did a slavery poster? That's racist! Nah, I'm joking, but yeah, I feel like it's too, I don't know. Cut something forward. Looking forward at beauty to forget the pain in the back. Life cuts deep. Yeah, I feel like it's too literal. Again, like, yeah, looking forward at beauty, like he's literally looking forward at beauty, I guess, the field with the life on his back. Too literal, my guy. The composition is good, the piece is beautiful, but I think it's also a bit harsh. Like, I'm all for talking about these subjects, like, even I have a pretty also dark sense of humor, like I'm really intrigued by this, but when you do something that with these thematics, like I feel like we have to be especially responsible of seeing the ways that we treat them, you know. Yeah, because it's a really powerful, like, striking image, I feel. This one is really cool. This one is really well done. Looks pretty random, but there is something here about the thinking and the things that are pretty outside of our control, you know, and the things that we really are, like, in the core, like the things that we think maybe, and the things that bang, the things that you are. I like it. Like, it seems intentional, you know. I think art on itself is political, right? The fact that you can make art and say it's not, art doesn't have to be about a concise political subject, but you live within a political world. And the fact that there is a section of society that can do a poster about video games, you know, that's a political statement onto itself, you know? Like, the fact that we are here also trying to become together better for ourselves, that's a political statement also, because we could be volunteering in a refugee camp or doing something like more communal, you know. So everything it's political in a way. So art it becomes one of these vehicles that you can use to push your worldview and to start to, you can do it with or without a specific intention, you know, but it transmits your values, it transmits the way you see the world, and if your art sticks and stays, then your values will do that as well, and that's political, you know. So I think art is primarily a political thing, pre-political thing, you know. I think it's not a thing to be taken lightly, or that is something that it doesn't matter, right? My dude is crazy. My dude is crazy. I love this. But my dude is crazy. Day 11 cut. Literally cut. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. Yeah. That you can say that. You can say that. This is the best poster out of the challenge. My poster, and it's this poster. Brick. Oh, sorry. I would define that as art, like that one, like mine, or this one. Circumspect. Today's trigger was Carpe Noctem, and I wanted to make a work about those nights that could I have spent in a better way if I had the right mindset. For all the chances I've missed, for my insecurities, my paranoia, and fear of being different. Circumspect. Okay. I'm not getting hit by the concept, but I'm getting a different idea. I don't know why. But I see something here, but I'm not sure what that is. Sí. Circumspect es. Okay. Okay, sorry. Let's go then. Okay, let's go. Sorry for my ignorance. I didn't know that was the translation. I know what being circumcised, isn't it? Circumspect? Guys, we're talking about the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. My guy made me. Bump. What's your poster? Okay. I don't see it, my guy. Right below the red one? This one? It's about catacombs, real places filled with skulls and bones where people are buried. It shows distorted faces of trapped souls. Afilak, this one. Oh yeah, I like the piece. It's really cool. It's for like a vintage, like rock band merch, you know? I like it. Again, guys, we are now getting into... I'm feeling you are getting already a pretty good hang of the things that I was telling you. Alas, the people that are just entering the contest again, fuck the challenge. Oh, this one I really liked. Inertia, momentum. This one was from the old triggers, but this one I feel it's really... I like it. Yeah, no problem, my guy. Love to give you that confident boost. But I like to introduce like an idea. Like, you don't need my... I know it's nice to hear someone that you might think that knows what's up, like say that your work is... But if I tell you your work is good as it is, like for example, if I tell you, oh, you could improve better, like then you have a reason to move forward and to try to push more, right? But I think it's far more constructive when someone tells you something not that good about your work, because it's really like it's a dead end. Like I tell you like your work it's fine and it's a dead end, you know? But really appreciate, my guy, that it's laid there and you stood up to see this. I hope you are gaining like perspective from seeing the other feedbacks of the other participants also. Control, amazing. And that's up to there. What's lauded? I don't know if it's better to be ripped apart, you know, but it's such a like cultural thing. Like we all like cherish so much to just to be praised, you know. But it's okay. So, my mic is bugging. Okay. Being praised is overrated as fuck. Like fuck. Let's go. Okay, guys, that was it for the feedback. Now I'm gonna do the poster for today. So for that, I'm gonna let's do it. Yeah. What was your piece? El Rincón del Vago. What's your Discord? Let me open up Photoshop. Okay. No es que... It's not that it needs to caught my attention. There are a lot there that... A lot of the pieces that I saw there caught my attention. It's just that I just said I just reviewed a piece with the same problem like 10 seconds ago, right? If I stop by all the pieces, I'm gonna say the same things about some of the pieces, you know, because the problems are fundamental. It's not like I'm gonna say, oh, in this one move this here and this one move this here. Like if I'm saying, take a look at the weight of your pieces, they need to be more highly contrasted. You can take that context, that feedback, and take it to the context of your piece, you know. So I try to to tackle pieces that have like similar things. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Beep. Like that. Let me move this here. This one was from the other poster, but I duplicate all my files to... I'm such a lazy fuck. Okay, what were the triggers? Oh yeah, I wanted to do the shatter one. I want to do like a poster, something like Harry Potter. I felt like shatter. Yes. I want to do like the shatter, like you know in Harry Potter when Tom Riddle asked the professor like, is there a way to divide the soul? Because he find out that with Avada Kedavra, like the spell, like he could shatter his soul, and I want to show that like the shattering of the person through the spell, you know, but also the breaking, because it's not like you are separating something and it's good, like it's shattering, it's breaking, like it's not good to do that, you know, but he did it anyways because he's Voldemort, you know. We have here Snape's wand. I have it in my setup. Let's see if I can show you. No, I'm too lazy to take the camera out. But it's there. Okay, let's do some... I want to use Midjourney to make an image. So let's do that. Let's go to Midjourney. Let's see the settings. Let's see. Fast mode, turbo mode, no. Like this. I need a picture like of a Slytherin guy, you know, like young, but like looking up, you know, but like pretty like noir picture theme. Like imagine portrait of a young man looking 3/4 up. Young man in a vintage dark suit looking 3/4 up. Noir photography, black background, noisy, no. Of a young man, of a pale young man, slick back hair, back combed hair. No, let's see what it does. Yeah. I pay for Midjourney. Oh, I wanted the side view. Paste, man vintage dark suit looking 3/4 up. Another photography, black background, and looking 3-4 subs. Okay, but I wanted a pale young man in a vintage dark suit, looking 3-4 sub, slick on by hair, side view, side angle, and I wanted back conned hair, back messy hair. I want the hair to be a little messed up. Yeah. And I want him to have like a sort of a sad demeanor, you know, like a troubled face. Pale young man with a vintage dark suit, looking 3-4 sub. Looking up, let's say. No. Actually, not looking up. Or crazy. No, crazy gaze. No. Let's do. It's like paranoid. Let's do crazy gaze. Or disturbed gaze. Something like this. This one could be right, but he's too tied up, too tidy. He's too clean, you know? I'm gonna roughen the picture, of course, but I need something else. Portrait of a pale young man in a vintage dark suit, disturbed gaze, slick back-combed hair, messy hair, side angle. I think the hair needs to be less messy. Oh, I like this one, looking a bit like down. Okay. Let's do 1 and let's do 3. I'm not sold on these ones. Portrait of a pale young man, a vintage dark suit, disturbed gaze, slicked back on hair, messy hair. Pale young man, disturbed gaze, slicked back, coned. Let's do crazy gaze. Crazy gaze. Portrait of a pale young man in a vintage dark suit, crazy gaze, slick back on hair. Let's go for dark background because and let's go also for vintage dark suit. Let's go for Victorian. Let's see what it does. This one I feel it could work. Like 3. Okay, here we may have something. Ooh. Like this, my guys, come on. This one here, complete psychopath. So we go with 2, and I love that the crazy eyes, like the crazy gaze prompt, gave it like the touch, you know? Like it's crazy how it knows, like the inflection of the face that makes him look like crazy. Like that's crazy, you know? Yeah, I feel like this one, it's cool. It's gonna save the image. Something like this. Okay. And maybe the 4th one. Okay, I think I'm gonna do with the first one. Crazy how it's crazy like that. Okay, let's put my guy here. Let's make the poster black, sorry. Like this. And what I wanna do now. The fuck is this? I need to look for yeah, actually TikTok now made available, like you need to flag your content, your AI content. You need to disclose that it's AI, and it's gonna show it less, or it's gonna do something for the algorithm. You can't just share AI stuff, like it's gonna make it, like, I feel like, spread less, something like that. I think that's really cool, actually. Like if it was made purely with AI, you know? No, I need something else. I'm gonna take too long if I try to do the glass shapes with AI also. So let's see. Broken glass. Yeah, they still gonna make a lot of money, I feel. There is a lot to be made with AI, but the thing is that AI can rob you of your process, you know? Like if you like to make images and then you make them solely with AI, then okay, you may find something, some work, you may reach some kind of success, whatever, but then I feel like a void is gonna hit you. Like if you supplant yourself with AI in all of your process, you're fucked, you know? Like, I'm not a photographer. I don't like to. That's not where my expertise lies. So I feel this is the same for me that looking for images in Google, you know, like I'm talking just in the sense of Midjourney, but yeah, I use ChatGPT to write. I'm starting to write now, and I use it to help me in some ways to write scripts or whatever. But I'm still the one doing the thing. I need bigger chunks of glass. Let's see, maybe we can make it. Maybe I can make it like myself. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do. No. We're good, right? Yeah. Sorry. I'm just wanna do the shattered glass thing. I wanna do like 7 pieces because of the Horcruxes. They were 7 Horcruxes in Harry Potter. I know. What do you mean? I'm just doing with the polygon selection tool, and I'm going like that. I'm not adjusting anything. I'm just randomly selecting. I need to take a look at how grass breaks. Okay. I'm gonna add here. I press shift. Like I press shift and you can see that it changes. Like a plus sign appears. I press shift and then I add. If I press shift, I can add things to the selection. And if I press alt, I can subtract. If I press alt, you see it changes to a minus sign. Then I press alt and I can take things away, you know? If I press shift, I can add. And if I press alt, I can subtract. You see? So something like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to do 7 pieces. So let's do something like this. So it shatters more. Okay, now that I have this, I'm gonna do this is an action, guys. I made an action that I use it all the time, and it's just the effect I always teach how to use, but I made this action that, let's say I have this selection, right? Like this. Okay, what the fuck? I did that by mistake. Looks fucking epic. Okay, I'm gonna just move forward because I need to finish this. So bear with me. But this is an action pack. I release it later. I already taught you how to do it on my, go to my, yeah, it's the last tutorial thing, but this is an action. Actually, this is the action from the tutorial. Yeah, this is the action from the tutorial. You already have this for free. You already have this for free, my guys. Now let's grab one of the glass textures. Yeah, my guy, this will be saved. I need to make adjustment. Something like that. Cualquier cosa. Ahora no estoy escuchando nada. Right now I'm not listening to anything really. Just silence, you know? You know what I mean? Okay, something like this I feel works. No, I mean, but I could be listening without sending it through to the stream. I could be listening like for my own, but I just wasn't feeling like listening to anything. I don't know. So right now I'm gonna do the text. I want to see what's the exact line that Voldemort uses. Like, what does he ask the teacher? Like, he says like some riddle question to professor. I don't remember the question. too hard. Let's just ask ChatGPT. What did Tom Riddle ask Professor Slughorn? Okay, but no, I know. I want to know the specific line from the specific line. It's 7, the most powerful from. No, I think it's in the movies. Yeah. That's the specific line. But I think he, in some point, asks, "Can someone like not be killed? On how could someone live forever?" Or something like that. I feel. Oh, how does one split his soul? That was the quote. How does one split his soul? Yo, someone just. 1 minute, guys. There is someone like screaming, like. I think someone's being killed outside. I don't know. Wait a minute, guys. Sorry guys, some sketchy noises outside, but there was some kid just fucking around. No, 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 no. En Palermo. Need to stand up a little bit. No, no, no. My neighborhood's actually really nice. It's well, really nice. I guess there is insecurity like everywhere, but not that much. Actually, let's do. Let's do Helvetica like that. And let's do a full line. Something like this in bold. The spell is called Avada Kedavra, right? Avada Kedavra. Actually, let's do something like really. I'm gonna throw a gradient map here. Let's do. Our gradient map needs to be here, like so. But why isn't it connecting to the background also? Oh, because it's white. Okay, so this one. Okay. It needs to be something like green. Something like this. But it needs to be like an English green, something like that. Something like this. Now let's do What do you think? Looks kind of powerful, right? Do you guys like it? I like it, right? I don't want to play around with it too much because I need to bounce, but I think I like it. I think I would like it better if it was something like this. Maybe like so. You know what I mean? I think it's powerful. Even, let's say, make it like make it really blown out. Okay. Let's put this here and let's play with the contrast, some curves. What do you think, guys? Do you like it like this? I think it needs to be like so, you know? But I like to see the other pieces like this. And actually I like to put it, you know, till to the cut. Like this. I think it's powerful, you know? Done. Done, my guys. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm not sure. Like this, my guys. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like this because it would look better on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So actually I'll do this, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do like this for Instagram, you know, and this will trigger people to slide to the side, and I hope it will work well. So yeah, that's it, my guys. I'm tired. So that was it, my guys. I hope you enjoyed the feedback. I hope you enjoyed the poster, and hopefully you learned something. So yeah, let's keep hammering it together with the challenge. See you tomorrow in the Discord. I'm gonna upload my piece right now, and talk to you later, my guys. You know how it is. See you next Friday. Round 3 of feedback. Tinker in your head with the things that we discussed today. So let's keep getting together better on that grind, boy. Fuck peace. Wish you conflict. She